Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah, now she knows about it.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
So she doesn't have a voice. She's only herself.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
What? You mean the voices?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
It's sort of nice in a way, but that's... Every time I try to help her get out of there, and if she doesn't kill me right away, she always seems like her normal self, in the sense of her voice and aura and charm and everything. She's on my side, at least for the time being.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Sort of. They do listen to me, but only when they feel like it.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead.
There we go.
I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's what the angel, or what you wanted to call her, said as well.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm
Oh,
in
what
here
the-
with all of you. Everybody knows that.
The dialogue was skipped. I hope that wasn't anything important. I'm into this. I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that, yeah?
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
I'm getting so soothed by her compared to I'm so numb by the narrator. Just being so annoyed. And this one's trying to give me a little pep talk. It's like, you don't have to listen to what he has to say.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Oh, you mean like kill myself? I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
Are you sure about that? Fine for us or fine for just you?
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Okay, the narrator.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Leave basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Narrator, what do you have to say to that?
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting conversation.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
So she has to destroy the world?
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
It feels like a parallel
Against
universe
the
or so.
backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, Your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Yet.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
No, I don't think so. No, not the narrator. Not the narrator.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
Oh, the narrator. Why?
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
So how was this body made? Who am I? What is this body? Did you make this body since you know it wasn't made to hold me and the princess? Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
That sounded genuine. That feels genuine. She's part of me now. It feels genuine. I don't feel as cold anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
I feel like when I open this, I'm just in the middle of nowhere. in a void like before. Because the narrator has those sort of powers, it seems. Or wait, is the princess seems to have a lot of power over this place, and the narrator does too. When I killed the princess properly, when I actually really killed the princess, the narrator stored me away. Couldn't he do this otherwise? Maybe it doesn't make any sense at all, but I'm just brainstorming here. So anyway, we have a different problem because exhaustion seems to sap what's left of our will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit.
Shit.
But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open.
And there's nothing?
You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Ah, the voice went away. I'm flying away from this world.
Yes?
Yeah, the narrator's gone. The world of the narrator has gone away. That's it.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
And eventually the voices are also going to be gone because there's going to be a
So
mirror.
we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
We didn't slay him in a way, but I guess we left that world.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Okay. Pick up passenger and lead her to her destination, Sashimi. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you. Yeah, you seem happy, but there are some hands reaching for you in a moment, I think.
Ella, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Well, thank me by not calling me killer anymore.
Don't mention it.
I think this was where I meant to be.
Yeah, I brought you home. This is home. Home is gonna reach for you now, I think. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Welcome home. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Always ask this.
Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Don't calm down, calm down. He doesn't have to know that this is his demise. We ended one world, or we left one world, but this brings us back in a way. This is the end of the world. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
Oh, hang on.
Ignore him. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. My arm doesn't look as melty. It looks a bit different now. And I can see a little bit of a shape. I don't see much. But it does look like feathers, or is it bandages? I don't see much at all. But I saw a little bit of a shape of a head, maybe. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to cabin. You're at the cabin. Hi.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that we even are real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Huh. Do you have any thoughts on this latest vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
You have to go through hardship to understand how hardship can be. I get it.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
That sounds like a new beginning for her. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. And he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels one? I don't think so, because I think she sort of created the narrator.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new.
She knows about it.
Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
But it lives in all of the spaces. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact, yes. When I find out, I'm going to kill him. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. Yeah.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Well, I feel I understand more and more. But still, maybe I'm not understanding. Maybe I'm just having a lot of puzzle pieces. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. And instead of knowing if I have the right pieces, it feels like 5 jigsaw puzzles mixed into one pool of puzzle pieces. I'm just grasping desperately at all of them. That's what I feel like right now. So, any new ideas about what's going to happen when you awaken? Maybe that's going to be the real doomsday.
If I did, I would already be awake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Uh-huh. If this is the last time, is there anything in particular you want me to bring you? You know, the last time could be a bit special in those regards.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Uh-huh. So, all of these separate princesses are not just splits of personalities that seem to be weaved into you and form a real person or a real being, but they also experience me, and you experience me through them. I can't believe it took me this long to realize that. You even said it earlier, I think, but I didn't understand it until now. It's like, shows me the contours of your heart. You experience me through them. You are them. If this is the last stage before completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. That, in a way, it sounds sweet because I like her in this stage. She's so honest and all. I'm not sure what's going to happen when all of these personalities combine together, if that's even what's going to happen. Because maybe all chaos will ensure. Maybe Ragnarok. Maybe Doomsday.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Oh, come on, don't be so sweet. That doesn't answer any of my questions or thoughts or anything. Okay, what if I click wait?
I will see you when you return.
Okay.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Now, everything you say sounds sweet.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Alright. Oh. The game crashed. I think the game crashed. Hang on.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
That's so sweet. You jump scare quit my game the same way you jump scare reboot the game. The story. That is so sweet. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Oh, god damn it. Always. Always. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I was going to take a break here and conclude for the day, but I'm so curious. I have only one more to bring, and that will be enough. I want to see what happens. I can't wait for that. So I'm going to skip this dialogue that I already have. So,
You make your... We're not going to go through with it. Ignore him.
proceed to the cabin. So I have to find another path I haven't taken.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is...
I'm going to enter without the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
She always sounds so innocent when I don't bring the blade, and when I do bring the blade, she always sounds so in control.
It's hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you.
How about the lie I'm here to save you? Is she gonna feel that? Instead of just Yeah.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Well, I don't have a blade with me.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
It's such a big cell, even.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
No, sorry.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake.
Maybe I'm lying to the narrator as well. Let's talk a bit.
Okay.
Let's see. What can we go with here? Something that we didn't go as last time. If I go upstairs to retrieve the blade? That's so mean, but I feel I've gone through the other ones.
Thank you.
The narrator says thank you.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Oh, it hurts me like this. It hurts me.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me?
See, now she sounds even worse than the second time I approached her.
You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead. Run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
God, she sounds like a ghoul already.
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
Hurry anyway.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
She's behind us. In the ceiling, perhaps.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Well, I just commented on it being big moments ago. But maybe a little bit bigger, yes. She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down here and letting her bleed out.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds?
But if we run up the stairs and close the doors, I'll be alive, right?
She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
What am I gonna do? Stab the hand? She's not here. At least I haven't found her yet. Lock her away. Tell you what, I'll even stay here for a while to make sure she's dead.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Well,
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier.
she might even be out in this room.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
There must be a key here somewhere, because when I was down there, this door locked shut from outside.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
How would that make it easier on me?
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
So, if you can gnaw yourself out of your hand and you can break through this door, then how on earth are you not able to escape this house?
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Rattles the door, it sounds like she's ramming the door with a big car.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
All I did was walk in and out again, lady. You have a short temper.
You won't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Oh, I can rewind time.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No, it doesn't. At least, imagine if she had both hands. But no, she only has one.
No, it doesn't.
But that's a very strong pounding. Threaten me all you want, all it does is ease my guilty conscience. Or, whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy, I'll be waiting for you.
I want to be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest. Do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
Oh, I've heard enough as it is.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Oh shit.
Where is she?
Oh shit, I didn't read it. Oh no. Oh no. My finger must be getting tired. Yeah, you wake up in the middle of the night, the ruckus is gone, and she's nowhere to be seen. So where is she? Oh my god.
Helping me get out of that awful basement.
So you actually did die, and you're like a mix between a spectre and a ghoul?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Well, when you put it like that, it's not too late for a chat, is it?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
What do you mean, steps closer? Aren't you floating?
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
I do not have gills.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
I could still help you.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Well, I know it's not the end.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark.
And we
you
die. Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.